Hey everyone, I'm David again. I'm going to show you how I make my oatmeal without oats. So what I use is these 6 different grains. This is what I call like real ancient grains. We have fonio from West Africa, teth from Ethiopia, encorn from the Middle East. We got wild rice. This one's grown in the Midwest, in Mississippi. We have amaranth, and we have quinoa. But this is voile black quinoa, and what the word voile means, it just denotes that it's actually coming from the high mountains in Peru, so it's from its natural habitat. If it doesn't say the word voile, then that means it's grown in lowlands, not high up on a mountain, so it has a different environment, so different soil, different nutrients back for me. So I'm just going to take this bowl, I'm just going to fill it up with a little bit of each, just like that. So this is what it's looking like. See, that was pretty fast. So what I do with this, I'm going to be making a fresh flour with it. So this is my mill, my grain mill. Inside here, this is where the flour comes out of. On this side, if I wanted to make something like rolled oats, you know, like oatmeal, for that, I would put it through here, and all this does is it flattens, it kind of pressures and like crushes the seed. So you can't really eat the seed while it's still hard like this. You have to break the seed open, whether you break it open by crushing it, by rolling it, like steel cut oats, or by just making a flour. And this makes a flour because it has 2 different granite stones, and the 2 granite stones twist together like that. So you get different levels of thickness for the flour by spinning this left to right, and that just compresses and tightens the spacing between the stones. So for this recipe, I just like to do flour instead. So I'm going to take this off the top. Make sure I plug it in. This is my bowl. This is flour from yesterday, and that's the key difference is, even though this is 1 day's past, if you look at like if I was to just compare oats with you know, Quaker oats that are in the box that have probably been sitting there for like months at a time versus like freshly powdered oats, you'll see that the color is much darker when it's fresher. The longer this sits out and is exposed to air, it oxidizes, it breaks down, it loses you know, some of its nutrition. So eating it fresh is always better. When you have it like this is going to stay good for years because it's protected by the shell of the seed. But once you break this open, that's when it begins to go bad. So I'm just going to put this under here. I'm going to turn this on. Pour it turn that off. There's a little bit inside here that gets stuck sometimes, so I just take my finger, push it out. And this is what we're left with. So now the way I cook with this, come over here. Going to get a glass pot like this. Let's fill it up with some water, and I'm just going to put this inside, cook it for 7 minutes. as I'm gonna let it boil first. After it boils, then I'm gonna add the flour, stir it, you know, continuously for 7 minutes, and then it'll be good to go. Then all I do last is put some of this to sweeten it up, because it's not very sweet on its own. So this is coconut nectar. So that's my little secret to make it sweet. But I'll show you how I fill this up, the level. So that's about how much water I put in, and it's because I have a water filter connected for the whole house, the Aquasana water filter. I have no trouble using water from the sink. Otherwise, I would never do that because the chlorine that's in the water and all the other hard minerals. So I'm just gonna turn the fire on to boil it. To help speed the process, I'm going to put this glass lid on top of it, just to save some time. And that's it. Again, once this is boiled, I'm just going to pour my flour into it, and then I'm going to stir it with this. So I got this off of Amazon too. This is the skinnier one, spatula. Because it's silicone and it's not metal, I feel it's not gonna leach anything into it. So I just stir it like that. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.